I gave y'all a little bit more.
I see. We don't ever know what's going on.
I gave y'all a couple more seconds.
A little bit.
But welcome to the Fourcast, where we review movies, documentaries, films, like you've never seen before, 4 different perspectives, coming right at you with something that you have never seen before. So we are back, and we'll go around the horn, see how everybody's doing. HRap.
It's too long a story.
Too long a story. All right, we'll have time later. All right.
Yeah. That's a post gamer.
That's a post game story. Wilks, how you doing?
I'm good. Doing all right.
Good. Dawk.
I'm all right. Let's get to the fight, man.
Yeah.
We finna fight it.
All right. So
I just forwarded it on Facebook and said, y'all tune in because we finna fight on the Fourcast. Get ready. Get ready.
All right, so let's get a couple of things out of the way. We are right now live on Roku TV, DSG TV on Roku. Make sure to download. It is available right now. Tune in. We're also live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So comment and share, please, so we can continue to grow the show. And on tonight's episode, we'll be reviewing Bruised, which is on Netflix. This is Halle Berry's directorial debut. So I think this was there was some good reviews that I've read. Not so much on a lot of other areas too, but let's give our initial thoughts here. I'll go ahead and say, I mean, I didn't know what to expect. Obviously, it's a fighting movie, so kind of got a sense of the plot. I mean, she had a black eye the whole movie. We'll talk about that.
Yep.
But I thought it was. Initially, I was thinking, okay, this is something that I'm gonna sit here and watch. Was it great? No, but we'll get into that. All right, we'll go to Wilks.
Yeah, no, I thought it was one of those, rise above adversity type movies in sports.
HRap, you ever notice how he start with his boy every time?
No, I don't.
You notice that HRap? He don't care nothing about us, man. They talks at work.
I'm
gonna start out being. I'm gonna throw this to you, man. You see that HRap? That's all right.
The rudest Negro on the whole segment. So you have to forgive him. I don't know what he's doing right now. But anyway,
that's the mayhem I like right there, boy. The mayhem, no stuff is good
with this terrible camera. But anyway, I thought it was one of those typical sports, your back's against the wall, your mom's on crack, stuff like that. You got to bounce back, and your dad left you when he was 3 or something like that. I don't know, but it's one of those things where it was pretty good for what it was. But I didn't see any reviews on it. That was the first time I'd heard of that. I mean, it's her, first movie, so I don't know.
Yeah. Shout out to Just Joe. Thank you for tuning in.
And my camera's terrible.
As always, Dawk starting early. Early. Yeah, that's Dawk. Early. All right, Dawk, I'm gonna go to you.
No, I'll pass. I'm gonna give my time to HRap. I'll go last. See, I want to show what it's like to be considerate of others. It's the holiday season. Hey, HRap, go ahead, brother. You go first, man. I go last. I appreciate you. If don't nobody else, I got you.
Ready, Kev?
Well, I mean, everybody on earth thinks Halle Berry is a beautiful woman. I mean, she got some gay dudes contemplate. But y'all know that HRap, me. Yeah. I don't think she can play dead in the cowboy movie. and I watched it twice.
Mm.
The first time I was like, she might be able to do that cowboy movie thing. And then I watched it again last night, and I was like, nah. And I realized what it is. I went back to Jungle Fever. Well, one movie she did do great. She was awesome in Boomerang. But mentally, I went back to Jungle Fever, and I was like, the reason people keep saying, and myself included, present company included, that she did so great in this movie is because she played a less than beautiful person. So we are looking at her going, look, she is way up here optically, but she keep playing these way down here movies, roles. And we go, she has range, but it don't take a whole lot to play a bum, you know. I mean, she was a bum as a person. So,
lesbian bum. Let's put that out there.
right. A lesbian bum.
Thank you.
And it's just
bisexual.
What I did like was the story,
maybe.
Because you usually see
trisexual. I'm gonna try anything here.
No sex, some sex, wrestling sex, whatever.
I just want to
I
be
was
loved.
trying to stay away from that because I'm in enough trouble on Twitter. You see me on Twitter, dog.
Wow.
We're live. It's time to blossom.
The alphabet gang gonna come at me, hopefully. But hey, blow me up. I thought she directed the movie better. I think it was a great story. Like Rated Kev, y'all was in the pre-game fist fight. Y'all were talking about the sports aspect of it. Until Rated Kev said it this morning, I never made this a sports movie in my mind.
Really?
That's a positive thing, then.
Yeah.
As far as
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Rated Kev brought it to my attention. You guys in the fist fight brought it to my attention. And I'm like, damn, this was a sports movie.
Yeah.
But what it does is salute to Miss Berry for her directorial debut. Because this story is unique. Yeah, it's a sports story, yada, yada, yada. But it's unique because you never see people get their kids back.
Yeah.
You always see I lose, or it's always the man grabbing the kid because the woman had jumped off the deep end. It's never the woman because she's off the deep end, gives up the kid. So that's what really made me enjoy this more than anything. But when me and Rated Kev, we were talking around, I don't know what difference do it make. We were talking earlier today, and I was all high off these drugs and not real, over-the-counter people. And I was just like, wow, this is a sports movie. And then y'all brought it up again. I was like, how did I miss that? But man.
Yeah.
But so salute to Rated Kev as usual, man.
All right. You ready?
Hey, Raider, I'm just saying, man. You know that woman can't act. She can act fine.
Hold on. I seen her in a movie where her kid got kidnapped. Hey, she was acting the hell out of that.
That ain't acting, man. Acting, okay.
Are you saying she's like not believable?
She's not believable.
Okay. So okay.
Because to me, acting is what my baby mama be doing. What's her name? How to Kill a Murder, man. How to Get Away with Murder.
Viola
Davis. That doesn't mean Viola Davis.
Viola Davis, yeah.
Yeah, that's what my baby mama be doing. That's acting, man.
Snot running out.
Yep, I like Viola Davis.
Really? With that limp, she walking with that limp like she about to hurt somebody.
Hey. Want to talk about your crushes?
Yes.
Halle
Berry. We're not gonna get on the other girl tonight. Go ahead, Dawk.
Lord. All right. So this is a story as old, and I'm going to tell my age, as old as the Bad News Bears in some aspect.
Oh man.
right? You got a downtrodden, indigent, down on their luck character.
Yeah.
That gets some kids thrown in the mix, you know.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that's going to motivate them to get their life together, get their shit together. So some of the aspects of the movie are borrowing from other aspects.
Oh, yeah.
Like it borrowed from Rocky in this movie, right? You can see scenes.
Cut me, Mick.
Yeah. You can see scenes, you know, like, was it any doubt how the fight was going to go? I mean, didn't we know, spoiler alert, didn't we know she was going to lose a close, tough battle? Right. You know, I mean, it's like, come on. Yeah. We saw it, right? You know, it just is what it is. Yeah. And strangely, you know, I'm surprised a bit to hear HRap, because wasn't it HRap's recommendation that say, I'm not a Halle Berry fan, but in this movie, she can actually act. We need to review this.
I had to watch it again.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did that.
I'm gonna say this. I wasn't so down on Halle going into this movie because I'm a John Wick fan, and in John Wick 3, I actually think she pulled off the role she played in there very well, you know, and I respect her as a professional actor, you know, because she takes her job seriously in the sense that she wants to be as authentic as possible. In John Wick, she wanted to be the one who trained the dogs. So therefore, whenever they were getting their cues, they were looking at her and not off screen, which would have looked off, right? Yeah. And in this movie, she wanted to use a real UFC fighter. So the moves and all that other kind of stuff would be authentic, you know? Right. So I respect that, you know? But I think average is a good word to describe this film.
This kind of waffle.
I love it.
Not waffle
He's
color.
a lot lighter than a waffle.
Not waffle color.
Yeah.
Might want to turn down the setting.
Hey man, she's still hotter than Cayenne, Jack. But
did they make her look?
Let me just man.
Did they make her look older in this movie, or is she just?
No,
she just her without makeup. Yeah,
she just older.
There's no makeup.
She looked.
I just wanted. I closed my eyes and kept picturing the Halle Berry from Boomerang, because that's the one I like. I like
with the short hair.
That's for the record. If you want to come on over to 7251 South Shore Drive, I got some Ritz for you in the bed now.
Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah. He talking. That's the message to Halle. I thought he was trying to tell me he had some females over there that look like Halle, because I was about to go on the phone now and go to Southwest Airlines and see how quickly I can get to Chicago.
Yeah. Y'all got something leaving out tonight?
I want to be the first thing smoking. That's what they used to call it, man. I'm out on the first thing smoking.
I'm smoking.
No, hey, if I have somebody in my house look like Halle Berry, hell,
you won't be on here.
Hey man, I had this thing dug under my back.
I'm texting in, and I ain't gonna be able to make it.
No, I'm good.
All right, so as we're kind of going into this, I wanted to ask y'all: are y'all a fan of, number one, MMA, and then are you a fan of female MMA?
That was the first thing I actually, there was it wasn't Invictus, but there was something that I stumbled upon. It was out of Vancouver, and I can't remember the name of it, but that was my first introduction into MMA fighting, and then UFC kind of popped up on the scene. But yeah, no, especially the women, because the one that I found, there was a lot of local Texas people that were in it, and kind of just went from there. And yeah, no, I enjoy a good MMA fight.
Cool. Appreciate you, Stevie Live, for tuning in. We appreciate that. I'm an MMA fan, but the female, I don't know. I'm not as much as a fan of that, because it's I don't know. I mean, I like the fighting as far as the guys, but with the females, it just, to me, it's kind of a.
Why, man? Hold on. Let me pull out my couch. Let me pull out my couch. Lay down right here, because it's something you need to talk. This is something deep in the recesses that's bothering you.
Man, I don't like seeing women getting beat up like that. I can't.
Well, as long as the dude ain't whipping their ass, I ain't got no problem with it.
It's not as exciting. It's not.
Yeah,
my back
no,
is
I
killing
don't
me.
have
You
a.
can't make me laugh.
I think
Hey,
the women
too
MMA, man,
too late for
those
that,
can
Adrian.
go, man.
Yeah, I don't have any problem
Hey,
with
let me
it.
stop for a second. I want to talk about Dawk. All week, everybody in my life, and I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
Hey man, that Dawk is so funny. And again, I never thought Dawk was funny. I thought he was just Dawk. And
Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm like, damn, he is funny.
Yeah, man.
That's him 24/7.
Yeah.
365.
Hey,
I know.
let me put it to you like this. What I'm giving y'all right now, Ben will attest to the fact that I give at church the exact same way,
Exact same
minus
way.
the cuss words.
Right.
I don't cuss till we get in the parking lot.
Everybody,
Because remember,
everybody
Jesus
I
is not
talk
in the
to,
parking lot.
my sister Philip, man, Dawk show is funny.
Yeah. Well, let me say this, man. My family is a big fight family, right? We were boxing. Like boxing has been a thing in our family. You know, we would have fight parties for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
When I got old enough to throw my own fight parties, I was excited.
Yeah.
I threw big fight parties, you know.
Yeah.
And so that was a thing in our family. Well, when boxing took a turn and it went through that lull, I guess around the early 2000s, where you know the heavyweight division was horrible, you know, and it wasn't really no boxing. Well, MMA came in, and one of my cousins, in fact, my cousin that's the exact same age, he's about 3 months older than I am, and he introduced us to UFC. He's like, "Hey, you done checked out this UFC?" And I'm like, "No, what's up with it?" You know, and so we started having fight parties around UFC. And when the females first got in, and again, meaning the females of my family, there were still just mostly men fights on UFC. And so they enjoyed it, but it was a little gory for them. You know, they were like, "Oh, I don't want to see that," you know, and whatever. But eventually they got into it. So the fact that the women are fighting, shoot, I'm with it. You know,
they going with it.
As long as ain't no dude doing it, you know, it's just another sport.
I'm not
blood sport, but it's a sport.
I'm with Ben.
I'm not against it. I mean, I believe
just
in
can't get in it, right?
equality, but I just can't. I just
See,
I watch the highlights.
We are the perfect group of friends because one topic I'm with HRap, the next topic I'm with Mayhem, the next topic I'm with Ben. Hey,
I'm with Ben. I can't get into the chicks.
We're not the
beating
typical
each other
group
up.
of friends, and if you don't think we telling the truth when we say what we say, this is how you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. No, I think, back to, I mean, you know, just before we get off of that, I mean, I've seen some women fights and be like, wow, like
impressive.
Woo!
The most impressive person I've seen was she was in Invicta, and then she came to UFC. What's her name? She was a Brazilian
cyborg chick.
Cyborg. Yeah, she punished everybody until she ran into somebody and she lost.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is a family show or not, but let me just say this. If your kids in the room, put them away right quick. Sometimes the right women fighting, it gives me Mars. So I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem with the women fighting. Hey, get a little side move back in every now and then. Come on.
I argue with that, brother.
Little man kids. This is not a kid.
Oh, he meant Duncan Hines moist. Sorry, guys.
Oh, do I ever?
Eddie Crocker.
The yellow cake, baby.
Thanks for filling my phone up again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dawk is crazy. Dawk is crazy.
Yes.
Let's see.
I think Rated Cam might have said you was crazy at one point this week.
This show, Queen, Theory, and King in real life.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you didn't, let me just give HRap show a plug. If you didn't, what was it, last Thursday? If you didn't watch HRap show last Thursday, End of the Bench podcast on religion, to where I popped on as a surprise guest. If you do not go back and watch that show, oh my God, if it wasn't fantastic, I don't know what was.
Yeah. Hey, see, I'm still getting texts about you.
Shout out to Taryn Rodriguez. Thank you for tuning in. He just finished up his show Set Point. So thank you for coming through.
Oh, okay,
big fan of MMA, also women in the sport.
Yeah, now this next comment where Ray the Kev need to lay on the couch. He calling it girl on girl. We don't call it that, man. What's wrong with you?
He's been a fan. Well,
what's wrong with you, man? He done went back to high school.
No, he started off right when he said, "I've been a fan of women fighting." each other since I was young in high school.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know about y'all. When you say girl on girl, I see naked.
Man, on with girls, ran on with girls going wild.
Yeah, that's a different
He
mental
ain't
right
paid
there.
attention to nothing at school till they said it's a girl fight. Then he get the notebook out.
Yeah,
Well, I can say they say girl fight. I can see through a wall.
yeah.
Because honestly,
No, something get ripped.
you waiting to see what's gonna pop out.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's this girl fight.
Wow.
Something's gonna get ripped. Oh, it's
That's
gonna
the
get
truth.
ripped.
That's what you waiting on. You ain't
Oh,
I
waiting.
still remember a girl fight from 1987.
Wow.
Carmella.
The name and everything.
How did I know? How did I know?
Wow.
Yeah.
He got the visual effects for us, doesn't
Hey.
Man said the Tickle Bitties was out.
he? Okay. For the second consecutive episode, I needed 20. And I think the last time it was on Mayhem too, wasn't it? I needed 20. We need to talk
We
this
need to talk
over.
about. We need to
Hey,
talk about.
Mayhem.
Yeah. Get a black eye.
This is Bree. This is
Combo
Bree Mac
slap.
with the comment there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my cousin, LaBrisha Gail Mack out of Atlanta, Texas. The countryest town in Texas.
All right, so the movie, she lost her last fight. That's kind of the opening of where she was cleaning toilets in the opening.
Mm-hmm.
And then some kid was trying to take a picture of her, so she ended up smashing the kid's phone.
Which, by the way, I have to say, it seems like that happened more than once.
Yes,
way
that's
she
right.
reacted.
That's according to what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said,
Yeah.
"Are you doing it again?" Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever, man. That must be Bree.
Yeah.
So she lost her last fight, and it kind of messed up her mental. And the person I was thinking of was Ronda Rousey, because when Ronda Rousey ran into Holly Holm, she didn't know what hit her, and that I think that completely messed up. That retired her career.
Yeah.
I kind of drew a parallel to this.
Yeah, the differences in that was that Ronda Rousey, she wasn't put into a fight that she wasn't ready for in terms of skill level, right? And according to the storyline of this movie, later on, that brother who's the promoter or whatever, he indicated that the dude is trash that was managing her. He put you in a situation you weren't ready for,
right?
You know, and that's what contributed to her mental breakdown. But what I had to say is that the first 4 minutes in, they actually what they did well in this film, you had the entire backstory together. In 4 minutes, you knew what had taken place. Basically, you may not have known the minute details, but they basically put the backstory together relatively quickly. And sometimes when movies go on too long, it's because they're spending too long setting up what could be set up a lot quicker.
Right. That's a good point.
She definitely didn't go to the Spike Lee School of Direction.
Exactly.
Right.
And then putting Henny in the squirt bottle, I was like, damn, she a real alcoholic. You putting Henny in the Windex.
That's a new one.
I ain't never seen that one before. Like, you really want this looking in you.
Yeah, you know you can just put vodka in a water bottle, don't you? You don't have to.
You don't have to put it in the 409, right?
Yeah, that was next level.
Maybe it was a good cleaner too. I don't know.
That was next level outfit right there.
Yeah. You get it from the dollar store.
So shout out to our man Archie Red. Thank you for tuning in. Drink the Kool-Aid. That's the name of his podcast. They do a great job. So the man. Okay, so my question was that a man that was at that underground deal? Yeah.
No, that's
a real fighter. He's a real MMA fighter.
That's a real MMA fighter?
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know if she's retired. I think
she ever lost?
She's retired. And matter of fact, she just retired I think last year or earlier this month, I think actually. I had to look her up because she looked familiar, but she was an MMA fighter.
I didn't know. I thought that was a dude. I mean, she was bigger than China, and
she's big in real life. Like, I mean, she's like
bigger than the country.
She's got mass. She's big.
Appreciate you, Archie. Yeah, we all doing good. We just got a little back and forth.
She was. That was a man.
Yeah, but she handled it. She handled that Amazon though. She did what she had to do.
That would be something bigger than Amazon.
The bigger they are.
Yeah. So the son gets introduced, and that's when you kind of know where the storyline is going. Obviously, she's gonna get herself together for her son.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I kind of figured that.
Of course.
So what was you guys thinking the same thing when the son got introduced? You kind of knew where the storyline was going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, kind of yes and no. I mean, I didn't know if the kid was going to end up in a foster situation or, you know, if it was one of those things. Let me clean up my act because now I got a responsibility. You know, I didn't really get that at first, but you know.
Now's the time, man. You can go ahead and say what you said about the little boy backstage.
Oh, yeah, I hated his ass, but you know, I mean, I'm like,
talk.
Like, damn, nigga,
yeah.
He was shell shocked.
That's the only reason I watched the movie all the way to the end. I want to see the little some bitch gonna say something, man.
I was really like this for him at that point. I'm like, are you gonna talk? No.
I was like, this kid is a mute.
Gary Coleman talk.
So when we actually finding out, Mayhem is really the dude who broke the keyboard.
Yeah.
Play one more fucking note.
One more time. One more time.
I will break this shit. I think they did this. And real quick, what you're not gonna do, you're not just gonna throw them damn hot dogs in the pot like that.
Right, man.
I was like, hold on, the dude, he can't talk, but he can cook. I was like, what? How did that up?
Your ass ain't ate the whole movie. They done bought you pizza, hamburgers, everything. You ain't eating that.
He was like, hey, I'm tired of y'all.
He done told the whole kitchen about to burn down.
Exactly. I'm about to make some hot dogs.
What kind of microwave does buns catch on fire? I was like,
he must have put the time on 17 hours. He must
put some wood in there or something. Wrapped in aluminum foil.
Hey, he had some gunpowder on them buns. Like, what the
hell? I guess that was her mom. That was Justice's mom.
Yeah.
Hey, she was. No, I don't know what she was making, but she was like, "That's real good. I like that." Everybody was. She was
prostitute mom.
She was kind of annoying,
right?
Like she was running the ring.
Her name is Adrienne Lennox, and I thought she did an amazing job at her role. She played her role well.
Oh, I don't think she was playing
that crackhead prostitute. Yeah, she played that.
Was she just a horrible mom?
No, I don't think she was playing.
I think she was just a skank.
She was out there, yeah, whatever. She might she was on something though, man.
It may have been her.
She was on something, but I don't think she was a prostitute though.
I just think she was just a skank.
Out.
Yeah, when you on something like she was on, eventually you'll start. You either gonna steal microwaves or suck dick. One of the two. You know.
Wow.
Speaking of that reminds me of a lady in my old neighborhood.
I'm just telling you, man.
We got two more full timeouts and 2 20-second timeouts in the show.
When I saw that lady, I was like, "Oh yeah, I know that lady. She used to live around the corner." Yeah,
going around
that lady living every day at the candy house.
Right.
I was being honest. Yeah. I'm just saying. I know that lady.
You see a VCR, microwave,
right? Just don't be outside in your driveway at 9 o'clock. They're gonna walk up to you. I'm just saying.
Oh man,
I know that lady.
Change.
Oh, she got some change.
Did you vote for Obama? Accept change.
Yeah, she's accepting change in those jaws. But I'm just saying. But, let that go.
And after that fight, that's when the black eye started. Like I said, she had a black eye the entire movie, except when she got to the fight, she didn't have a black eye.
Yeah, she looked beat up the entire time.
Golden Brooks. I mean, that's one thing. That's one thing I will say is that she had to work to get in this type of role. You can't just come in and imitate MMA fighting. She was doing. The other part is she was doing grappling. Like ground and pound, that stuff don't come.
Oh
easy.
Yeah.
She looked pretty good at it.
That's right.
Not just want to just grapple and roll around and look like you know what you're doing.
Right, man.
It looked
putting on some complicated holes and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
And even like you said with the grappling, like just making sure you're not if you get injured while y'all shooting the movie, make sure you're not actually
right.
dislocating somebody's shoulder or something.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when she was preparing for this, her pulling up on Instagram, and she was ripped.
Yeah, she was.
I saw her naked in my mind, but
Same difference.
They had one scene, but you got a little bit of a snippet. Then
yeah, I
it
was kind of
nope.
disappointed in that scene. That scene right there, I was very disappointed in, because we ain't getting no fun bag action. It's really
Hey,
disappointing.
side boobs go a long way.
and what was the old girl doing behind her to make her go? Ah? I'm like,
Yeah.
A lot of
little finger pop action.
A lot of
no, because she had both her arms up here. I was checking for them bags.
He may have been strapped then. That's how
That's what I was thinking.
some friction action. That's what they were working on.
Hey,
wow.
Anyway,
Trombone.
anyway, so the moment I was thinking about this, all of our moms probably had that moment where you go into the bathroom to hide from your kid.
Yeah, what kind of moment?
Yeah, that's what I'm listening closely for.
I'm talking about Halle Berry.
The panic attack.
Got you.
This was before, I think, when she was sitting on she was sitting
when
on
she
the
had a
toilet
panic attack in front of the kid.
Yeah, that was later on, but earlier she was just sitting on the toilet swinging a cigarette.
Oh yeah,
I think that was when the kid just got there.
Oh, okay.
Because she didn't even know, she had no clue what she was doing, and it seemed like she wasn't really in the kid's life at all. I don't know if y'all got that same.
No, she wasn't.
It's like she didn't even know he existed. I guess. I mean,
no, she did. I mean,
she knew, but she didn't.
She knew, but she kind of like,
obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't exist. She's on crack. I mean,
I don't think she was a crackhead. I think she was alcoholic.
No, she probably gave him away because she was a fighter, right? You can't
probably.
be.
She
was having a mental breakdown. Because remember, she said at one point in the movie, she made this statement. That's why I was so messed up in the ring. I had just gave him away.
Yeah, because she said like she had saw his face in the crowd, and that's why she had climbed the
I wonder, was he talking when she saw his face? Yeah,
probably not.
Right now.
No. He stopped.
Probably not. Probably not.
Remember, he stopped talking after he saw his dad murdered.
Right. Yeah, that's right. He did. That's why it's wrong that you talking like that about him, Mayhem, because he saw some traumatic, man. That's
he's still a dumpster baby, whatever.
Wow. Okay, full time. Hey, ref, shit. No, we out of 20s. We out of 20s. We gotta take a full.
What's going on right now?
Full time, man.
Raider Kev gonna say the great Halle Berry. I think in every comment.
Great Halle Berry.
Yeah.
We don't believe that.
Now let's get on this so-called manager, which it was like at first when she first got home and they basically had that movie, that movie Sex where they push each other up against the wall and all that. And it sounded like he said, "Don't tell nobody" or something like that. Did he say that?
I don't even remember. I was just like,
I think he said that whenever he was saying that her disrespecting him turned him on. Don't tell nobody that. I think is what he was saying.
Oh, okay. Which that was Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that was an unimpressive Pound Town session. I didn't even get a quarter chubby off of that, man.
I'm out.
Hey. It was ineffective. If it was supposed to be effective,
I didn't even get a quarter chubby off that.
Yeah, so, man.
She didn't have to ask. Yeah, she didn't have to ask, will you make me feel good?
Exactly.
I was waiting on that. I was waiting on her to say that. I was just throw that in there one time.
Give it up.
She didn't. She didn't. Now the manager.
That was an Easter egg. She could have whispered it. That would have been nice.
There you go.
Yeah,
that might have made the movie more interesting.
Yes. Now the manager wasn't that horrible because he got her 10 good fights. Right, she was 10-0
or 10 good pumps.
He chased the money.
We
play out the clock. Just let the clock run.
let the clock run.
Just let the clock run.
Yeah, but that dude was a clown. He was using her to get whatever they could get, which it doesn't seem like neither one of them was working. Honestly, the dude didn't go to work, and she was a part-time janitor.
Yeah, like where was the income? Like where was it coming from? I mean, she was doing the maid thing.
He was cleaning them toilets, remember?
That's right.
Yeah, but what was he doing? No, she got fired. Yeah. Or she knew she was gonna get fired.
Yeah, she just walked out like, it's not gonna go well.
Yeah, because remember, they must have. And why would they contact him about?
Right.
You know, he's like, I got to go sell my, pendant so they won't sue us or file charges against you for assaulting a kid, or whatever.
Right.
So that was a little weird.
I guess they just had that one phone and they just called that house phone with a long cord.
Yeah.
You got like a Kirkland. Did y'all know where this was filmed at?
Philly, Jersey.
Jersey? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that restaurant, which I don't think is actually named Junebugs. I think it's named D&J or something. I had to look it up because I'm like, man, that sounds familiar, but I think it was in Jersey.
It was definitely in Jersey.
Oh yeah, because matter of fact, where they had the fight at, right off the beach, right there, that ocean front.
No, they had the fight in Vegas, didn't they?
I thought that was Atlantic City right there where they.
I think they said Atlantic City.
Yeah.
No, the only thing I remember about that is them saying she was fighting out of New Jersey, as her, the city or whatever she was representing.
Yeah.
So then Budokan comes in, the love interest, aka the trainer.
Yeah.
Which I kind of looked up. She's a pretty good actress. She's in a few TV shows and movies, but
really,
I've never seen her before.
Me either.
I mean, it's nothing I've watched. I'm just saying she's been in stuff.
Well, how you know she's pretty good then, man?
I mean, if she in this movie, if Halle Berry picked
her,
Halle
Berry budget might have
been half decent.
Halle Berry put her in so she could hit that.
Wow, their budget might have been low.
The budget was low, all right.
They just got somebody they could afford.
D great, thank you for tuning in, Cowboy Up. But we'll take that win, even though it was sloppy. We'll take it.
And obviously, Halle Berry wanted to make sure you knew she was the lightest one in there because she tried to find the darkest, bluest, purplest mother she can find. Because between that promoter and him, God, dog, can you get any blacker, man? I'm like, woo.
Yeah.
I mean, even Immaculate was pretty dark. He had a Will.I.am look going on.
He did look like Will.I.am, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like, who
he did. At first, I thought that was Will.I.am, but I was like, no. They don't have that. I don't know if they got that kind of budget.
No.
But early on, you started to see how she started getting attached to Manny, even though he still wasn't talking. He wasn't talking to anybody. But you kind of see that they're going to become a love interest eventually. I'm sure y'all get that same sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You saw that coming.
Yeah, it was coming.
They said I've seen her in a few roles. Also, she is good. Cool.
But then again, he thinks Halle Berry can act. So, I mean, can we really take Raider KF seriously right now?
Right.
Great.
Put it down, big dog.
The great Halle Berry.
Yeah.
The great Halle Berry. Legendary. Chef Fine as Wine, thank you for tuning in. Love the cooking that you're doing on the channel. Make sure to follow him.
Nice.
Does a great job whipping it up.
Awesome job, man. He be killing it.
Definitely.
Nice.
Definitely. So then it comes to Manny, like he just all of a sudden think like, oh, I'm gonna cook some hot dogs. Like, what are you doing? And he just walks away. He's like, oh,
fit. Let's not forget he was having a fit.
This guy
was, but that's the way you taking it out. You could cook some angry hot dogs.
I mean, he's 6, man.
But then walked off and left him like it was gonna, like someone was gonna ding. Oh, let's go check on him. Like you forgot.
But he was 6.
Now that did happen real fast though, too. It's not gonna catch on fire that quick.
Right.
It was in there for like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Y'all really, really need to lay off the great Halle Berry.
Be great. He was one of the great.
Yeah.
Only D great I'm acknowledging is the greatest in the chat room.
So obviously she had to move because the guy, I don't even know what his name was. Did they ever say what his name was? The manager?
Juan.
May have, but
wife beater, husband beater,
unimportant.
woman
Yeah,
beater.
that kid was about to get bruised.
Yeah, because he had
I'm
no
shocked.
clue.
I'm shocked that she didn't try to put the paws on him for running up on that little boy.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
But it was almost like she didn't want to, or she was scared, or she was kind of timid. But she probably could have took him though.
She'd have smoked him.
Oh,
yeah,
I think so. Drunk,
naked.
Yeah, she was.
That'd have been a better naked scene.
Now this is true. She could have smoked him butt ass naked.
Like he'd have been getting out the shower, would be like, "Get up off my son."
Right, exactly.
Put the sleep on him.
Put the sleep, put the DDT him. Yeah,
movie would have gone from what it is to a lot more stars. I'll tell you that.
It's true.
Mike's, man, is what you're trying to say.
That too.
Both. All right, so the person she was fighting, which the whole movie was basically leading up to, is an MMA fighter. But they made like her last name like Perez or Ramirez or something.
And her real name is like Skovich.
Stepanchenko. Like she's from.
She didn't even sound Russian.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
You can find. I mean, that part I thought was whack. Like, just say whatever her name was. Don't.
Just have her go by her real name. I mean, Chavez. She's Russian.
Really? Exactly. Yeah, that was I felt like that was a cheap way out. He was a fighter also, so even being a bad fighter because he's a man, he probably okay. I didn't think he was a fighter. I thought
I got that indication that he was an old MMA fighter himself.
Only thing I thought he was fighting was alcoholism.
It's true.
Fighting them demons.
Yep.
Demons chasing.
And those terrible tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Regrets. Yeah, regrets.
You almost made me cover mine up.
Yeah, no regrets, and I feel lonely, and dolphin.
Okay.
Yeah, those work out well. Did y'all peep that it was all female artists on the soundtrack? I know normally we look up the soundtracks.
Yeah, I downloaded a couple of songs from the soundtrack that was hidden, but I didn't catch that they were all female.
I didn't catch that either, but I was surprised they had Lotto on there.
Yeah, here's a good question. Which HRap, you kind of touched on this, maybe a little bit, but why is she getting placed in these roles, having sex with these cats, male or female, to get props?
Well,
this was her idea, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for the longest, man, I don't know if anybody remembers, but that came up before she did the movie Swordfish. They were always asking, like, when is she going to get? People were asking, when is she going to get a nude role? When is she going to have a sex
because
role?
she got $1 million each in Swordfish.
Yeah, because that was the first movie she went topless.
So
$1 million each breast. What you talking about?
Probably each breast.
Mm-hmm.
So Monsters Ball was.
That's when having 3 would have come in handy.
Yes.
One for milk, one for water, one out of order.
I need more hands.
Yeah, that's when I needed more hands.
Yeah, man.
What was that movie Total Recall where that chick had?
Yeah. She took it.
Yes.
I mean, I think at this point in her career, she's probably taking selective roles.
She's 3-4 days older than baseball. We don't want to see her naked.
It's true.
So I get that. So did y'all like the movie or not? Sound like
you'll see at the end.
You'll see at the end. This may be the quickest show we've.
Yeah, we may just be running an end around and secretly liked it.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, so I thought the soundtrack. I downloaded it. on Apple Music just to check it out. She's got all female artists. I seen that was promoted, I think on.
Did you delete it shortly after that?
I haven't listened to any of it yet. I just got it on there. Just in case one day.
Just in case you want to circle back.
One day I want to listen to
it. Just in case.
So the panic attack, was that, you think that was derived from the fight, or that's just something that she deals with? Because that was like almost like she had a heart attack almost, which panic attacks in general.
Brought it on.
You know what? That was kind of compelling because it was a lifetime of trauma. It was a lifetime of failure just rushed up on her because I believe she was looking at the situation like, okay, I'm finally back on track. I got this training thing. I done sweated all this cigarettes out of me. Yeah. I done sweated all this liquor out of me. I'm in tip-top shape. I got this girl. She believing in me. The old dude believing in me. It's looking good. I'm out here doing the thing. And then dude running there and just, hey, he threw a brick through her. In her mind, he threw a brick through her window of opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he trashed her in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Because she was trying to spend time with her son, basically.
And then the funny thing is, in her mind, the only person who believed in me just gave up on me. My mother allowed men to molest and rape me with no recourse. This dude over here, the Puerto Rican cat, or the white dude that's playing the Puerto Rican cat, he is mistreating me, using and abusing me. He even tried to hurt the boy. You know, I'm getting reestablishing the connection with the boy. The boy she don't know where she sits with this boy.
Yeah.
Everything came crashing down. That was kind of dope to me. Not like dope. I wanted her to freak out, but I thought that whole scene was dope.
Yeah. I thought that was a good part of the movie because, to your point, it somewhat was a sports movie, but it somewhat was not, because it had that story of mother and son, and then her just dealing with her own stuff, her own demons. She had to address and deal with.
Yeah, it took me a second time, like when I watched it, just to kind of freshen up on it. You know, just the title alone, Bruised. I mean, it's not just because of the shots she's taking. I mean, it's just through life in general. Right. I mean,
yeah, that's good.
Her personality, her character is bruised. I mean, her image is bruised. It was a lot of different things there that I didn't realize that at first going. I didn't even think about that until I kind of watched it the second time, and I'm like, you know, her relationship with her mom. If that was her mom, I guess it was her mom, but it was kind of like that was bruised. Like a lot of things was just they were bruised, mentally bruised and physically bruised. So
and if I was promoting the film, I would have had a tagline that says, "Sometimes in life you don't want to fight, but you have to." Because I thought that was the crux of the film right there. You know, earlier she didn't really want to. Now I'm through with fighting. It did this to me, but you don't want to fight, but you got to.
Right.
Yeah, that's good right there. Mm-hmm. That's good.
That boy don't smile.
Call me, Halle.
Hit me on my.
But take a bath first.
Yeah, she looked dirty and black eyes.
You can take it down.
You can use my shower when you get her. Either way.
I'll be waiting out with the towel.
We got some syrup for you, waffle.
Oh no!
We got some log cabin over here.
Now, one thing I thought was interesting is when you go to Netflix, it says like LGBTQ, as if like
I saw
that was the nature of the movie, but that was just a small portion. I don't even think she was a lesbian. I just think she felt love for the first time.
Maybe she was. Man, that's. Yeah,
I mean, that was a reach.
What they doing?
That was a reach.
They trying to make up for the Sophia thing.
All of a sudden, they got it in the LGBT, the alphabet section. I'm like, what?
Yeah. And you see, she left her alone. No clip bumping over here. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
I ain't sucking on the mini.
Wow.
Nah. Either another 20-second timeout.
We are out. We've
Oh, we're
been
out of
out.
timeouts. Just did a Chris Webber there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fake an injury.
Yeah, like a hammy.
That's old Madden right there.
Yeah, we got to fake an injury. She has to stop the
So
clock.
you got to unplug the remote.
Sit down.
Yeah, but you think the hardest person? I thought Budokan was probably the hardest person in the movie, and then she started crying because Halle was a mess.
When she broke up with her,
She was a mess though. Like that relationship. Because she would have just been dependent on her.
Yeah, all that fake monk shit, humming and all that. Man, sit your ass down, please.
Wow, man, Mayhem. Change it. Can we change his name right now? Put Mayhem up there. Wilks is not present today.
All that fake monk shit.
Oh, wow.
Man, sit your ass down.
Hey, I'm with you though,
Right,
man. I'm laughing, but I'm going, yep.
Yeah.
Romeo,
Yeah. Sit your man. Hey,
Do we know she's not dirty right again? Do we really know that?
Oh, she ain't been married over 4 years. I don't know.
I don't know.
Feels like
Maybe
Velcro.
It's true.
Wow.
Just like Velcro.
Wow. Look at this boy. Hey, go. It ain't me. I'm just here for the ride right now.
Was not playing. This is just how we do. You don't know how it's gonna go. You don't know how it's gonna go.
Just saying.
Wow.
All right, so obviously it comes to the end. She's putting in the work. That's the Rocky moment right there, where she's running up the steps, and he's doing all this stuff, and he's getting ready. Basically, she's doing all of this to get ready. Honestly, I thought she was going to win the fight because it seemed like it was going to be one of those movies.
I didn't get that because of the first movie I saw that kind of presented that you'll get to the peak, but we can't give it to you all was Creed. So in that first fight, it's like that's become the thing now.
That's original Rocky.
That's original Rocky.
Yeah, original Rocky, but
Rocky won. He didn't win.
Yeah, he didn't win the first one. So I feel like that's just a continuation. I did it. I proved to myself, so it's kind of like one of those things. But I had a feeling they weren't going to let her win because that's the thing now. It's like you got to prove it to yourself, but we're not going to let the world see that you're a winner.
Yeah, it's
it's just one of those things where it's like that's the thing now.
Same in the King Richard movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like
and
that's right.
And shout out to Man Talk Mondays. They were just talking about this participation trophies. Like you may not win. You may catch the L, but she won. I think in her life, and like this probably would have helped her career. Because she could show like I still got it. So I think that was kind of the.
And then so more Rocky parallels, right? So the in between the rounds and the foreign fighter, like that was Drago all day. I want him to go down.
Right.
I mean, it's like she watched the Rocky series to figure out. Let me get all the stuff out of here.
Here we go with Joe.
So he's like, hey, why won't he go down? And then obviously you got to beat the champ. You ain't gonna get no decision with the champ. You got to knock the champ out.
Yeah.
Joe's gonna name the worst movie ever next. Mark my words.
I remember Sunset Park. I never watched Coach Carter. I couldn't.
Coach Carter's pretty good.
It was good. It was worth the watch.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Nobody says Sarate, but I
don't think it's one of those jump at you Samuel Jackson movies, so it's not like really talked about. But it's pretty good.
How many times did he cuss out the players? That's what I want to know.
Never.
That was a Disney. Wasn't that a Disney movie?
No, but his see, didn't I tell y'all?
Crossover.
He loves that movie.
Crossover.
Now tell me Pootie Tang ain't better than Crossover.
I ain't never seen crossover.
Not me either.
Hey.
The only crossover I done seen is in Allen Iverson AI. Hell, I ain't.
Hey, do yourself a favor. Never watch crossover.
Never watch it.
You'll burn your eyes out.
Yeah.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
Great
Classic.
this time of year.
Classic. Have to
Christmas
watch
Story.
it. Christmas Story.
Christmas
Elf.
Story.
Fragile.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's for me.
But y'all don't love Pootie.
No.
I just thought about that. We could have did that. We could have talked about the top Christmas.
Pootie.
But yeah, I mean, it was.
Shit, we got time.
Right. We got time, exactly.
We can give our rating on this, and in the next 5 minutes, it's been the last 30 minutes talking
30
about
minutes.
Christmas shows.
Yeah.
He said, y'all probably never will
We
see
trying
it.
to make this shit stretch anyway for our advertisers.
Right, exactly.
Yes. Yes.
But you're right, Dawk. That was definitely, I didn't think about that, but that was definitely Dragic. That was definitely that was it. Like,
Why won't she go down? Why is she still standing? You know?
Yeah.
That's all it is. Which is another reason why they should have just let the fighter be Russian or whatever she was.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
We are,
And
if
you
people,
know what? And that might be another reason why they changed it, because they themselves knew that parallel would be drawn. So if we change it from not being a Russian fighter, maybe some people have missed that. No, we caught it.
No, we caught it. The problem is, though, if you look up any of the credits, you see her name is Sivanchenko, which has nothing to do with
Valentina.
Valentina. Yeah, that ain't even. Now she
And
almost.
you could have at least dyed her hair black or something like that if you were trying to make us Latina. Shit.
Right. Yeah. It's like,
That was
A lot of Latino
I happen to be an
sisters.
expert in
Latina?
Latinas. Call me. I can
Latina?
tell you how to make it look Spanish.
right.
That was an
A lot
epic
of
fail.
Latina sisters be wearing the blonde too.
I know. But you got to trust me.
Yeah, but Russian? Come on.
That was an epic fail.
I mean, damn.
She was from the Russian part of Mexico.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's right.
but so she almost had a couple submissions, which made it interesting.
Mhm.
Obviously, you got to have a good back and forth.
Hmm.
But so yeah, she gained the respect. You know, at the end of the fight, that was kind of the end of that was
Another
the
Rocky
climax.
parallel. Another Rocky parallel. At the end of it, they cheering for the underdog.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, and
Once she
they
walking
chanting her. They chanting her name.
Yeah.
Now we finally heard Manny finally said something. And it sounded like he said, "Thank you, Bev." Is that what he said?
Big. Yeah. Because remember,
Oh, okay.
she called him small and she's big. That was one of the when she was telling him, "I will protect you. He ain't gonna ever hurt you because you're little or big or small, whatever she called him, and I'm big. Big protect small or whatever."
And that sounds like something from another movie. I'm trying to think of which one it was, but yeah, there was somebody that commented, a follower of mine, James, that was like, that kid had to practice all day for those lines.
Oh, yes.
That one line that he had.
Like, man, don't talk and don't laugh.
Yeah. And before we get too far, I noticed D-Grade on here, and he ain't said nothing about the battle he lost this past weekend.
Oh, no, he the host.
Oh, okay. So
you
this
beat-
is like beating Bobby Flay, huh? You beat.
Who was it? Was it Cool Phil?
I
Thank you, Wilks. I knew you appreciate that one.
I'd have won 22-0 if it had been Cool Sale. I battled Raider for life, so it was a victory.
So you
for
beat
Raider
him on his
Nation,
own
no
show,
matter what.
man.
Wow.
What you do is you pick 3 songs from the 80s, 3 songs from the 90s, 3 songs from the 2000s, and 2 from the 2010s. And
Torched him.
I ain't gonna say torch. Raider for life, my guy.
That was Raider on Raider.
Yeah. That's what I said at the beginning of the battle.
Yeah.
The Raider Nation won either way.
Either way. Yeah, so D-Grade does a show Friday nights. With like HRap said, it's a battle where you pick 11 songs. 11 songs each. They play them. The chat room is always buzzing. If you play something whack, you're gonna get clowned.
Mm.
You're gonna get clowned on the show after that, and then it's gonna be like a full month probably until people forget.
Yeah, people like they were throwing tomatoes at Cool Cell, and he's doing a rap battle talking about lyrics don't matter.
What?
What?
Hey, D-Ray, Ready for
Retire
Life, Ready
yourself.
Kev in the chat room. He heard it. He heard it.
Retire yourself.
And then he said,
tell the
"You
story.
stupid ass Timberlands in the summer, New York niggas, I hate y'all."
Wow.
Wow.
The host is not from New York though. I guess he was facing Chief Rocker, right?
But the
Yeah,
lyrics
he
tell the
faked
story
it.
though. I mean,
Yeah.
He
That's what
played.
it's about, man.
He played Supersonic from JJ Fad in a hip hop battle.
Wow.
Super
Because
Sonic.
that song did numbers.
you should have just played basketball then.
Wow.
He'd probably
Really?
come off better.
Hey, that sound like Dipset versus
Wow.
Locks.
No, it was kind of like Mike Tyson versus Pee Wee Herman.
Wow.
Wow.
Like they was giving him some rounds because he was cool. Hey, Rocker probably won 11. I mean, 9-2.
Wow. That's a landslide.
He was horrible.
This man said lyrics. I'm still stuck on lyrics. Don't matter. How you tell the story then?
Because that don't do no numbers. Wasn't nobody in Columbus standing around talking about lyrics and spitting. That's a quote. I wish I was making that up.
Know your audience, though.
What?
I think D. Gray said that. Know your audience. Who are you playing for? You're not playing for people that don't listen to the lyrics. You're playing for people that do listen to lyrics. So
these did numbers in the club, though.
Wow. Surprising. And
Change
the fact
that.
that and the fact that
Some of them.
Oh, he played that song. Hey, you know that song where that young brother is saying, I don't even know what he's saying, but it sounds like he's saying, yeah. He played that. I'm like, what the hell? Big Illinois types in the chat room. What is he saying? Yabba dabba doo?
Wow.
Everybody lost their mind.
terrible.
yeah, that is not a good look.
What was saying.
I mean, there's a reason the vinyls came with the lyrics and the cassettes came with the lyrics. I mean,
It's the reason why when I hear a good song that I like that's catch, I'll pull up the lyrics intentionally to see, okay,
right.
let me see what they're saying.
See what they said.
Exactly.
Like All I Do. Everybody loves All I Do, but you like the words.
Yeah.
You like what's going on words.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring it all around. Final thoughts.
I'll go first.
You sure? You better check with Ben first. You know he like to start with.
I mean, he can. So it was really a shit show. I give it. If I can do the mics already, I give it 3.5 mics.
For real?
Over with. Count me out. Whatever.
You give it 3.5 mics?
Yeah, I give it 3.5. There was some boobs and some kissing, you know. But other than that, the kid was trash. The boyfriend was trash. Mom was second dick, but other than that, no, it was garbage.
And on that note, I'm out.
Yeah, so that's me. That's my final thoughts.
Final thoughts and all right.
And the mic. Final thoughts and the mic.
Final thoughts and the mic.
I'm clicking on mics, but you know, it's cool.
I'll give it 3 mics. Halle Berry's directorial debut was in regards to directorial. From a directorial perspective, I think it was great. She put it together nice. Like Dawk said, like y'all said, it was a typical movie.
Yeah, he knew where it was going.
Yeah, it's the adversity fighter sports. You know.
And you know what, man? I was kicking in the head at the beginning of the movie. Lack of fun bags. But 3. I'm giving it 3.
3? Okay.
Average.
I gave it 3.5 because of the side boob. There's a little side boob there and some girl.
Now I need some full
girl on girl.
Full front.
I don't know if Netflix do that.
This ain't Orange is the New Black.
Netflix does.
Orange is the New Black. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, they had full.
Netflix
Oh yeah. All right, Dawg.
I'm done.
Yeah, I think because it's again we're on a 5 mic system, and I thought this movie was very average, so I gave it a very average, right down the middle score, which is 3 mics. I did give her some credit, and like I said, in the first 4 minutes, they had laid the backstory out well. So you can almost tell that this was her directorial debut because she tried to stay within an outline. It's like if you went to film school, or whatever, they're gonna teach you, it needs to be this, it needs to go like this. Whereas Regina King's first directorial debut, she acted a fool and she broke the mold, and said, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it, So you can tell a distinct difference between those individuals. So 3 mics, and again, that is generous.
Yeah.
But the difference is Regina King, let me step in for a second. I think Regina King has directed television shows. I think this is Halle Berry's first thing directed.
Of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. All right, I thought at the end of it, I was like, I could have saved that 2 hours. That's what I was kind of thinking at the end of it. I thought her directorial debut, I think, was average. The great Halle Berry did a great job.
He's giving 4 mics.
Great.
4 mics?
That's a reach.
Oh, it's a reach around here. That's what it is.
4 mics for a mama.
So I was thinking 3.5 all along. So I'm gonna go with 3.5. I thought it was average.
Yeah,
it was a little bit
Regina
above
had
average.
been directing since 13.
Yeah, and Regina's got a lot. I don't know if Halle Berry's been acting since how long Regina has.
But just think overall, if you compare Regina King to Halle Berry, and I give you one word, one term to describe those individuals, and it is depth.
Yes.
Who has it and who doesn't? I don't. You can probably give Halle Berry 25 movies to direct, and on that 25th movie, I'm not sure you're gonna see depth.
That's real.
Not the kind of depth you see from Regina King.
Yeah,
that's real.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, this is it for her.
What you mean?
Regina been directing since 2013. This is her. This is her. This is it.
Her first foray into the other side of the camera.
Yeah. All right, so about wraps that up. That was about an hour.
How many times do you think she did that Pound Town scene since she was directing it?
It looks pretty
Probably
involved, so I'd say probably about 3 times. Can we get a do-over?
It looks like Ray the Kev is Ray. If you're the only one that's seen it, you giving it a 4. Anybody else?
But Pound Town. Well, wait a minute. I was thinking that is it Pound Town with the girl? Because I was gonna say the girl scene.
No, that's not Pound Town.
Oh, well,
I'm talking about on the counter.
They use straps. They think it's Pound Town. So they were grappling. They were already practicing on the floor anyway. They were groping each other. They knew what was going to happen when
it's not. Wilks, I support our LGBTQ ESPN community just as much as anybody else, but they not gonna get no Pound Town from us. They can't take that from us.
That's true. I mean,
I'm with Dawk.
Oh, of course not. But
I'm with Dawk.
We give some tickets to Pound Town.
They already taken I'm a woman from us.
Wow.
No, it's her, she, and it. Or
we,
hey.
them, they.
Yeah, whatever.
It's FOH.
Alphabets, whatever.
It's FOH.
Just Joe with a 3. Yeah, it was average. I think that's it.
You see how Ben's steering us out this shit. He trying to get in. He's like, I want to show in 2022. Hey, you ain't for BS3 Network just launched the Road to the King TV. I'm not gonna let y'all ruin this shit for me right now.
Dang.
Yeah, we gotta. All right, y'all want to do
Muffin Eaters Unite?
Y'all want to do Christmas movies? We got about 20 minutes left.
I don't want to do Christmas movies. I
don't either.
I barely don't want to do damn Christmas songs. You want to do Christmas movies?
Yeah.
Die Hard Christmas movie.
No, Long Kiss
No.
Goodnight. Christmas movie.
Now, what I will
Samuel
say, when I was a kid, all of the cartoon and what did they call that animation? It wasn't really animation. It was that claymation.
Claymation.
What they call
Those
that?
were puppets. Those were
Gumby.
marionettes.
Huh?
Those
You
were
talking about Gumby?
marionettes. You talking about Frosty? You
No,
talking about Rudolph?
No, I thought those were claymation.
No,
Wasn't
those
they?
were
Oh yeah, no, those weren't claymations. No.
What were they with like Rudolph?
marionettes.
Really?
Yeah.
You can even see the strings in some scenes.
The California Raisins were like kind of like the clay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gumby. What wasn't Gumby? That was a claymation.
But I used to like all those movies, you know, the Abominable Snowman
Oh
and,
yeah.
and Rudolph
The Heat
the
Miser.
Red-Nosed Reindeer and all them. Yeah, I used to like them when I was a kid. That was one of the things I
too
liked about
much.
Christmas. But every year as an adult, I'm watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh yes. Oh,
And
yes.
most of the time, I'm gonna watch Christmas Story
Christmas Story.
with Messy Marvin. That's who, I forget the actor's name, but that's Messy Marvin. You know?
Yes.
Elf. Elf.
that's about it.
Watch Elf.
I don't even know that I'd never watched Elf.
Elf has made
My
his way into
daughter,
pop
when she
culture.
was a little girl, loved Elf.
Really?
Yeah.
Elf has made his way into
Will
pop
Ferrell.
culture.
That's probably, honestly, that's Will Ferrell's probably most popular movie. Elf.
Okay, I'm gonna have to, my neighbors across the street got a big, a life-size Elf of Will Ferrell picture of it. Will Ferrell. It's a cardboard cutout standing in their yard because I almost put a 357 through his head when I walked out there one night. I saw the Joker standing in the yard. I called my neighbor. I said, "All right, you gonna get your Elf shot, my man."
Yeah, better watch it.
And he said, "I told my wife to take that shit down."
Wow.
When I was a kid, yeah, right. All right, so what we got next week? We've been talking on.
Hopefully, kids that talk.
I know we talked.
Hey,
We talked
I got
about doing a
suggestion,
comedy special.
This
He said the one that was
documentary,
the
137.
Yeah, he said 137 shots.
What's the deal? Is it a one-parter, two-parter?
It's George Floyd on steroids.
Yeah, but is it one part?
One hit a quitter.
Okay, yeah, I'm with that. I don't think I can take one of these 6-parters, nothing right now.
Yeah.
But
I have to say that part where they mentioned when the police officer jumped on the hood, he feared for his life. Come on, bro.
was a dog chasing him or some shit?
I mean,
60 police cars rolled down on this man, and they said they were scared.
right.
What?
But you standing on the hood of the car, though.
Standing on the hood of the car, they shot this brother 137 times.
Okay.
You had people calling the radio station saying, "Y'all just tripping."
So Ben, we got a little time. You can pull it up. Can you pull it up and throw it on there?
I sent you a.
They got a little a minute and 34-second little deal on the Netflix official site that you might can throw up there. Maybe I don't know if you can do it quicker.
Man, was that not crazy?
Oh, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was,
Yeah,
and then they
talking
showed
about
the
the trailer.
car. I was like,
Yeah.
It actually inspired my panel show for Thursday. We're talking police brutality.
Mhm.
oh, yeah. Just because it's the holiday season, you don't want that to take the back burner.
Right.
While we're waiting on Ben to do, that was quick. Wow, he getting good.
Yeah.
That boy good.
Boy, good. Getting terrible. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Wow.
I just cannot understand why they would have shot Tim and Melissa so many times.
I hear a loud gunshots from the police headquarters building.
The source of the so-called gunfire was backfire.
Go get them.
Police cars started chasing him, and there began a 23-minute, 23-mile chase all over the city of Cleveland.
They cornered them in a school parking lot. 13 officers were shooting into the car.
137 shots that we know about.
He died that night in a hailstorm of bullets, 49 of which were fired by defendant 3 left.
49.
Every story is about the humans in it. And this is a story about human beings.
In Cleveland, the African-American community aren't treated with respect and dignity.
Most cops are good cops. They just protect bad cops.
There was just a perfect storm.
If you're thinking it's made up and everyone is attacking the police, you're not hearing the history.
There's a part of you that always wants this to be the story that's different. Perhaps we're going to believe that sometimes police officers could behave very badly.
In Cleveland, Ohio, the Black community pleads for reform of the police.
That's all we want, accountability.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. I couldn't believe it when I was like, what? And then it just that kind of stuck with me, like he feared for his life. When the judge said that, I was like, come on.
You don't believe that.
On the hood of the car. What are you talking? 49 times? Like
one dude shot 40 sometimes.
How many? That wasn't one gun, right?
No.
So that means he reloaded or
his 49 shots may have come from one gun, but he's dropping clips and reloading.
Oh, yeah. He's dropping, that
was
that's holding 49 rounds.
That's called anger. That's called anger. That's what that is. That's not I fear for my life.
Right.
Yeah. The disrespect. Yeah. Wow. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be
I actually was trying to get us to do that one tonight.
We might have would have agreed.
Yeah, pretty much.
So this is it's on Netflix. It's a documentary film, hour and 45 minutes. It's all in one shot.
Did you talk to Ben about the what's the name, Dawk?
What's that?
The show, the award show.
Oh, I did not. Ben,
I got a suggestion. Since we're gonna do 137, Dawk may be out of town one of these upcoming weeks, so we can postpone it. Top of the year.
Oh yeah.
We could do Benny's for movies, or whatever we're gonna call it.
So for the ones that we reviewed.
No. Well, yeah, we can do
Yeah. For the ones we reviewed, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do and we need to figure out categories, best actor, and for this, I say, we'll say best actor male role, best actor female, maybe even a best picture, maybe best directing, maybe, you know what I'm saying, best supporting actor, maybe, male and female.
We look at the Oscars and
see what they do and try to do some of the major ones, maybe 6 or 7 or 8 categories or something like that.
That's a great idea. Yeah, we do that at the first of the year. I'm definitely down with that.
And I think HRap even had a little bit more detail. He says basically we'll all 4 nominate for each category, and then we'll vote on each category. Okay. Because HRap may nominate somebody who I completely forgot about. Like, you know what? He right. That one is
that was your idea.
One I had,
That was your idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked too. Y'all forced us to talk. We would have included y'all in the conversation, but y'all forced us to talk to each other.
Y'all at work.
You're probably right.
Hey, or you can do it like this. Since most people are already in BS3, your group.
We nominated and let them
have people vote on it.
That's a good idea.
There you go.
Yeah, we could put that in the group chat. Yeah, let them vote. Yeah.
So even better.
And we may, because Raider Kev is the gun expert, at least the one that I know of.
Yeah.
Maybe we get him on next week.
Yeah, if you're free next week, Raider.
17 rounds.
Yeah, and we need to put the voting on not only just the chat room, but put it on all social media stuff. Just everywhere to let people. Yeah, put it on the Facebook.
That's what I meant. Like his group. You could do polls, announce awards, and then do polls. That's, and then look at the percentage, and then we add in our percentage, and then bam, that's who wins.
Yeah. No. Not today.
Great. I dare say she will not get a nomination.
Yeah, no.
She might get a nomination. But she ain't winning.
No, she ain't gonna get no damn nomination.
Somebody may.
If we had only reviewed 5 movies, she wouldn't get it.
Wow.
All right. Yes.
What's coming up tomorrow, HRap on the bench?
I forgot to pull it up. My bad. I usually pull it up in about 20 minutes.
Well, I can go for he there as far as
go
what's
ahead.
happening on Queen 3 and King. Not a damn thing because we taking off until the next year. So yeah, we not we not doing it. So, yeah, we need to concentrate on the Christmas spirit, and we're just not gonna do a show until next year. So
cool.
Come back.
Real quick, are we gonna recap? I guess the year, because didn't we start doing this together in January with?
Was it January? I thought it was later.
January. Yeah, because the Denzel Washington movie. I thought.
Or maybe it's February.
Was it Denzel Washington movie, or was it the
One Night in Miami?
Was that the first?
Yeah, One Night in
the little
Miami.
things.
Yeah,
that was the little things.
It was One Night in Miami. It was right after. I think it was right after the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. So in February.
But yeah, we maybe next week.
Well, let's wait till February and then do it.
Do it. When it's legit year, 1 year.
Yeah. Just hold on to it.
Let's make it an anniversary show.
February. We do the awards and the
awards in January, year end in February.
Yeah,
that's cool.
You know what would be good on an anniversary show? Have some of our frequent viewers pop on and get a take on the show.
Yeah.
What they think about it. That kind of stuff. Even some fellow podcasters like the Justin Caraways of the world and the Archie Reds of the world and Ray, and see what they
that would be dope to get, because we really we haven't really had any guests. It's just been the four of us.
Right.
Time.
Oh yeah.
So to get somebody else on and give us their thoughts. Appreciate that, Golden. All right, HRap.
Talk about the wealth gap a little bit tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about land development grants put out there by Amazon. Talking about the back to the 50s elections. You can potentially not have elections certified. Dawk will win the mayor of whatever or the rep or whatever. And if we keep letting these people put who they want in office, you put the wrong Secretary of State in, he can say, no, Wilks won.
Mm-hmm.
You saw a piece of that last election when the former president told the Secretary of State of Georgia, hey, find 10,000 more votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm gonna ask the question: where are the Democrats? Anybody that's opposed up to us, they have their game plan out running, and it's running at top speed. And it makes me believe Joe Biden may be in with it, because he's done some great things, but he allows clickbait media to control.
Say clickbait real slow, man, because you was about to say something.
I was going, whoa, hey, whoa. We don't watch the movie with all that. Clickbait,
Hey, man, I did a good job illustrating it. You didn't have to go all the way where you went. We got it.
Beat the brakes off of it. Beat the brakes and try to say eat the brakes off of it. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna close the show out with "You Are What You Eat."
Hey.
You're right, clickbait.
There you go. They don't call me an angler for nothing.
But Thursday show is gonna be the most goodest ever. We're gonna talk police brutality, and at some point before the year ends, I'm going to retire from talking about sports. It's going to be a complete audio podcast, and I'm going to announce my new hip hop podcast, where it's going to be called For the Listeners.
Nice.
And it's going to be called For the Listeners. And I'm going to, unlike most shows, I'm going to also include hip hop fans. And part of the intro would be this. putting that together now.
Nice.
And I might do this X-Clan montage as well. Because it's this one beginning, they go, brothers like HRap. And they said the whole name, but I stopped it at
HRap. Yeah.
I stopped at HRap. So
that would be dope.
Nice.
So yeah. But I'm gonna talk to people. You guys are welcome. I've already lined up Rated Care, Rated for Life. Some guys from my crew, TSP. We in the building at all time. Three Stripe Posse will wear these, just in case you want to know. They are MCs and producers. Some of them have said, "Hey, enough, I'm done." Others have. They're gonna try. The goal with this, for the listeners is, I want to get about 5,000 to 10,000 people subscribed. Yeah, and I know that's beneficial to me as well, but it's really going to be for the culture. I want to get 5,000 to 10,000 people involved. So I've had big time artists on my show: MC Shan, Raz Kaz, OC, Smith and Wesson, the Beat Miners. I've had them on my show. So just imagine, one of the reasons I'm retiring from sports is we have no control over it. It is clear that the NFL ownership group, they've turned the NFL into a money pit. And I don't have a problem with it, but you've removed the competition. You've removed the learning of the game. It's just all sports. Like I was telling Joe from Houston, 36. And I was telling you 35. I was telling them, when you watch Keith Jackson, you learn something about football. When you watched, I learned how to catch. I used to play offense. I was a very good catcher, but I would drop a lot of balls. I learned how to stop dropping balls through watching a Washington, at the time, Redskin game. I think it was Joe Washington, looked the ball into his eyes. John Madden walking me through that. I stopped dropping balls. Steve Stone, he is now he's a national announcer, but he used to be the announcer for the Cubs. Now he's the announcer for the White Sox. But when Steve Stone, when any play that happened, routine or not, when they went to the replay, Steve Stone will go, and here's a lesson for you youngsters.
Yeah.
And now all they do is, Dawk had 50 catches, Wilks had 20 sacks, Ben had 250 yards last week, and they don't. That's it. It's just and you can clearly see this is geared towards fantasy football. Yeah. So on that note, I'm out.
Right. Because I understand what HRap is saying. There was a time where they talked about the technique and how they perfected it and how they got there. Because I know growing up, the swim move or the spin move was always the biggest thing.
Swim, rip, and
right. Those were always terms that I always heard growing up, and now it's just like, man, he's got 3.6 sacks on the season. It's all stats.
Right. It's just
all stats driven. Fantasy football definitely done that.
There are very few analysts out there who will go into that detail. Troy Aikman, I believe, is one of them.
Yes.
In fact, this past week, I think he was talking about the kick step from the offensive tackles, and what they're trying to accomplish with that versus what a defensive end is trying to do against that kick step, And Micah Parsons has been forcing people to analyze exactly what it is he's doing, and how he's setting up some of these guys for these moves, So, but again, that's why they stand out as analysts, because so many are not doing it,
Right. And
matter of fact, John Madden. John Madden, one of these dudes, and on Christmas Day, they're doing an all Madden deal, talking about his career and that kind of stuff. So I think that's must see TV.
See, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
the announcer was about 45% of the game.
Yeah,
you knew what to expect. Al McGuire in college basketball, Dickie V before he started loving being when he was still Dick Vitale. Since he's been Dickie V, he's veered off the road. So it's not fun anymore. It's not even fun talking sports anymore. And if Chris and this dude named Chris, Big Chris, used to be on my show, if he listening, One time, me and Chris were in the office, and this was literally the beginning of the end. First of all, this dude told me Ray Allen wasn't a good ball player.
What?
And then, and this is, hold on, wait a minute. This was Seattle Ray Allen.
That's right, Joe.
Oh.
And then the next thing out of his mouth was, "That's okay. The Orlando Magic gonna win next year." We were like, "Why? Why you say that?" "Oh, I ran it through my Xbox last night and they won." And
What?
he's dead serious.
Yeah.
Nah,
And,
bro.
and a little bit of my heart broke.
Oh God.
And this wasn't a 20-something-year-old man. This was a 30-something-year-old man. He was Joe's age.
Yeah. Now I haven't seen this Peyton and Eli.
Oh,
I hear
it's funny, but it's informative. You know,
for me growing up, I played baseball, so watching Major League, you definitely have people like, hey, this is what you do. This is how you feel the baseball. Like I learned a lot. I mean,
me too.
Watching Sunday Night Baseball or whatever.
A wide open stance, keep your glove low, all that stuff.
On the
How
ground.
could he play infield? But I could.
So the
I remember he's playing around a couple times. I played shortstop, but I'm left-handed, but they would never let me do it in the game.
Yeah.
But it's no fun. They're taking the fun out of it. Look, I used to play fantasy football, so I get it. But one thing I do remember about fantasy football, in a game like that Tom Brady game, you watching harder than when you watching the shootout. Because the shootout, you know you getting a lot of points.
Right.
That 9-0 game, you watching that game even harder. So clearly they don't have the fan in mind. So it's hard for me to pay attention. Like today, the Raiders, at one point in my life, there's no way on God's green earth that a Raider game could come on for free in the middle of the game and I have nothing to do. And I say, I'm going to take a nap. So
times have definitely changed.
Oh yes,
definitely.
You know, you got people like Skip Bayless becoming rich. That's just that's what the white man told you.
The man told you.
But you know, you got people like Skip. The fact that Skip and Stephen A are still to this day the most popular people on TV.
Yeah.
Because for real, that should be a Max and Shannon situation. But people wouldn't watch that because they would be speaking about factual things.
Yeah, it would be a real argument.
Yeah.
It would be a real debate and not I'm just going to pick one side and I'm going to yell.
Because Stephen A. Smith is the most. Stephen A. Smith, man, I hate to trash another brother, but Stephen A. Smith has to be a whole different special kind of stupid because you don't know anything, but you have a research department. Right. Mm-hmm. You can literally say, this is how I feel. Go find numbers to refute or make me look smarter.
Yeah. That's true.
And that's their job, and you still get things wrong. Yeah. So, and Thanksgiving, me and Stevie Lott, we were watching the Raider game, Raiders Cowboys. I literally called 11, 12 straight plays, and Tony Romo got 8 of those plays wrong. And I was like, yeah, he gets $17 million.
Yeah.
So it's just not fun anymore. I'm not telling anybody, oh, man, I ain't watching no Super Bowl. No, I'm not saying that. It's just, you call me with some
not
sports.
A priority.
Right. It ain't fun. It ain't even a priority thing. It's not fun.
Yeah.
So if you call me with some sports stuff, I don't know. Joe has called me several times. I was like, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not fun. So I'm out. But hip hop is still fun because it's hip hop. It's first of all, it's hip hop and everything.
Oh.
And second of all,
absolutely,
by being hip hop and everything, the hip hop, we're being fed certain styles of hip hop. Just like at one point we stopped hearing Public Enemy, but Public Enemy put out an album in 2021. At one point we stopped hearing De La Soul. Hell, they didn't stop playing Eminem. And I don't like Eminem, but why is He is a talented MC, and he don't even talk about killing his mom and his baby mama no more. He's actually spitting rhymes now. And no, you ain't talking about hurting nobody. We can't get you out here
because he talking against the system. We can't have that.
right.
Can't have that.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying. We can get 5 or 10,000. Just imagine if I can get 5 or 10,000 subscribers to my network. Y'all three are a rap group. I get y'all on my show. We got 10,000 people listening, and the mandate would be, I need y'all to put this on Spotify. Listen on Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal tonight, and spin it again Thursday. You talking about what's that? 30,000 spins. They're immediately in the top 100, and people will see who the hell are these guys from Texas in the top 100.
Right.
Bam. They're gonna look because you're there, and then it's just money being generated for everybody. Everybody wins. You take the hands out of the system, but because one of those young boys, young something from Atlanta, he made a song about police brutality, and it was awesome. He wasn't skipping it, he wasn't doing none of that. He was just rapping, and I was like, see, he can do it. Well, why would you do it? You're a 20-year-old young man. They offering you all these millions of dollars, and you want this young man to go turn down $15 million for principles, and he don't even have any. He don't have the means. It sounds good. Well, he should do it for the people, but I don't want.
You're talking about little baby.
Yeah, little baby.
Yeah.
I don't want them to stop making that music. Just like they don't have to stop making porn. But you also got people making Disney movies. You got people making porn and everything in between. And everybody should get an opportunity. So I don't like that music, but as when my son said, hey, listen to this, Pop. I said, man, that's a BJ, that's not my lane.
Yeah.
So I don't say, hey man, it's some trash. I just go, hey man, they don't make that for me, BJ. They make that for you and people younger than you.
Yeah.
So that's all. One more thing. I know I'm talking too much, but I have a new show, Rapping with HRap. I have a former gang lieutenant. I have one of his underlings. I have a guy named Frank who owns several properties. Dawk, me and Dawk talked about Dawk coming on. I just want to talk to people. Hell, you been, and hey, I want to talk to people to help get their story out there because none of us come from riches. But we all are right here. And Wilks don't think this is a joke. At some point, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe page so Wilks can quit his job too, so he can start a restaurant. And I mean that, bro. Because
that's not the first time I've heard this.
yeah, so I've never tasted your food, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
In the end, the details that go into what you do and how it looks lets me know you're meticulous and you don't need to be working for anybody.
Right.
And
I accept that.
That has become my mission.
Who Ben gonna talk to at lunch? Shit, you better do something.
Huh?
I said, who Ben gonna talk to at lunch? Shit, he ain't got nobody.
Hey,
I'm gonna page you.
I'm gonna go to his restaurant. I'm gonna talk to him now.
Yeah, hey, we Dawk said this in February. We need to start taking this energy and push it towards something so we can get up out of this.
Right. No, definitely. No, absolutely.
And it's like I watched NBA TV and those 4 white guys, they in somebody's basement talking about sports and they laughing and joking just like us. Yeah. Why we can't get rich doing it?
Right.
Because,
hey,
everybody is adept at something. You're good at something. Yeah. If you just ham bone, bring it back, bro. Bring it back. Everybody good at something. So,
yeah.
And like I said, man, I'm not opposed to jobs. I've had some of my friends, how you gonna get mad at people for jobs? I'm just,
it just ain't for me.
Ability.
Yeah, it's just not me.
Hey, man, hey, like Little Brother said, man, Fonte from Little Brother, Mama, I got dreams, but dreams don't keep the lights on. So, got to keep the lights on, man. But
yeah.
I just, hey, Yep. So yeah, but that's man. I got a bunch of people that are in. I got a friend who I can't tell you what he did. I can tell y'all offline what he did. Yeah, when we end the show, I'll tell y'all what he did. But if I can get him on the show,
oh man,
paying for all this airtime, nobody's using it.
Use it. Yeah,
I'm an idea fairy. I'll use it.
Yeah.
But these are things that I'm very passionate about. Empowering our community, raw dog, buck naked conversations, and the panel show, and hip hop. Yeah. Hip hop is my girlfriend. When I didn't know who I was, Chuck D was helping me. KRS-One was helping me.
Yeah.
When I was wearing regular clothes, De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest were wearing regular clothes, just like me. They ain't had truck jewelry.
Yeah.
They ain't do none of that. But
yeah.
So my goal is to get right back there.
Yeah.
So it's okay. And hey, dog, I'm gonna have to call you because I have an excellent idea for a TV show. And it's about regular people, like me and Big Illinois was talking, like, why is it that everybody is either way up here or way down there? The only show that I could think of right off the top of my head that was black people who were living regular lives of family matters, and they immediately took the focus off the cop and the elevator operator and put it on Earth.
Right. Urkel took over after the nerdy.
Urkel took over.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a gimmick.
Yeah.
Right. It's okay to work where y'all work. It's cool because guess what? Y'all own homes.
Yeah.
Right.
So, they don't really want to focus on the pillar of the community.
Right.
You don't really want to focus on that.
Like, I love Insecure, but Issa Rae created a business and now she booming. Her friend is a financial expert. Your other friend, a lawyer, and the other friend is just a housewife to a would-be millionaire.
Right.
We're the regular people in the world.
Yeah.
Everybody on that show is killing it. It's okay to be a bus driver. It's okay to be.
And what was so funny about that show is that she started out kind of struggling.
Well, honestly, Issa Rae is still struggling on the show.
No, not no more because she got that contract with those white folks.
But she's still managing that
building.
The other friend, I don't know what the other friend does.
No, she for the move though. Her and old boy about to move.
I didn't watch the last episode. I didn't watch the last episode. Rock was Rock.
Yeah,
Rock was definitely garbage, man.
Yep.
So it's just time, man. If we work hard as being, we could be doing this from that island that Dawk was at.
Yeah.
The VI.
Mm-hmm.
So let's keep working.
Absolutely.
All right, HRap, we'll close this out.
As usual, man, thank you guys for hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that share button, going to Roku, subscribing. Please, 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 BS3 Network. We need y'all to do it. There's no such thing as, I support HRap show. I want you to support D from Finest Wine Cooking. I want you to support Rated Kev. I want you to support everybody, man. It's just important that we do this.
Right.
And as Combat Jack said, and I said that because Combat Jack, the late Reggie O'Shea, entertainment attorney / the Podfather, used to say, dream those dreams and man up and woman up and live those dreams, because life without dreams flows in black and white. Life with dreams flows in Technicolor surround sound. Salute to the homie Craig Smith. Because if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
Peace.